Do you want to get into all grain brewing without spending a fortune? I'm going to show you a way today in this video. Just got myself a new package. What do you think's in here, guys? Let's have a look. It's going to help you if you want to transition to all grain brewing, do exactly that. I won't keep the suspense much longer. It's called Brew in a Bag, BIAB. When I moved into all grain brewing, that's what I did. I moved into Brew in a Bag. It makes very good beer. It's inexpensive equipment-wise. It's a simple process on how to brew, and it will show you, it'll help you determine whether you like making all grain beer, because there's more involved. It's a longer brew day. And it'll allow you to get into it economically friendly, so you're not putting a lot of money out on kettles and systems and 3-vessel systems and the all-in-one systems. You can use a lot of your stuff that you already had in regards to the fermentation side. Your fermenter, absolutely same fermenter you can use, so it works good. This is my new brew kettle. I'm going to start doing 1 gallon BIAB batches. I do have a full 5-gallon system that I lent to my son. He has it. So I might break that out this summer, get him to bring it over. Oh, look at that, a little spoon came with it too. How nice. I will get him to bring it over and do a batch or two, but I'm going to start rotating between partial mash, kits, BIAB 1 gallon all grain batches, and my typical all grain 5-gallon batch. So what do you need for BIAB? You need your, and again, this is 1 gallon. So you can take this up to 5 gallons if you want. If you want, process is the exact same, okay? So you're gonna need yourself a kettle. This one's gonna be a beauty because I can put it right on my stove. If you're gonna get a 5 gallon, you need yourself like a turkey burner or something like that that runs on propane. You gotta do it outside, you're not doing it inside. You need yourself a grain bag, a mesh bag, Brew in a Bag Brew in a Bag's a company, they actually make really good 5-gallon bags. I just picked this one up, I think, off, I don't know, might have been Amazon. They're all the same. This one's not real heavy duty because it's only going to handle 1 gallon of grains, and it's got some handles on it, so I liked it. So it's going to, here's the process, and real quickly, I'm going to explain it to you. I'm not going to do a full tutorial. You'll have to watch my video to see how to do it. This is basically, this is what you mash in. So you mash in this bag. So let's say we wanted, I don't know, doesn't matter. We're gonna warm up our mash water to whatever temperature your recipe's calling for. And then we will dough in by putting the grain bag. I also always used to put on my 5-gallon one something on the bottom, like a pot or something, didn't have plastic handle or anything, so that the grain doesn't actually touch the bottom where the burner is, because you don't want it to scorch. So this is a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's okay, I'll make it work. So goes in like that, bam. This is where you mash in. So you're going to put your grains in here. You're going to let them soak in the hot, warm water, which gets all the sugars out of the grains. The sugars are what the yeast eats, we'll call it, to turn it into alcohol and CO2. Once your mash is over, out comes the bag. You don't squeeze the bag, but there's a couple different ways you can sparge, which basically sparging is rinsing the remaining sugars out of the grain. I'll do a dunk sparge where I'll put a little extra water in a pot and I just kind of dunk this in. I can do a drain sparge where you're basically just letting it drain in, get the remaining sugars out. That's not really sparging, you're just letting it drain. I've even just put this into another pot and all the liquid still in the bag will drain into that. But a dunk sparge is good because you're actually rinsing the grains somewhat by dunking it into the water, warmer water, 165 to 170 degrees, and you'll have an extra bit of volume to put into your beer, and it'll be quite concentrated. And then you just move into the boil like you would in all grain. So you get rid of the bag comes out, and then you just boil this for your 60 minutes, add your hops addition as per. So that's it, guys. Fantastic way to get into all grain brewing, BIAB. Stay tuned, because I got some neat things that I'm going to do with my BIAB brew days. I'm going to start doing, back at my brew pub, we used to do Wacky Wednesday. I'm not going to call it Wacky Wednesday, I don't think. I might, we'll see. But we would add crazy shite to 1 keg of beer. We'd make 1 keg of beer. I'd advertise it, and people came like crazy because they wanted to try this goofy stuff, and there's only 40 pints in a keg. So it was a neat idea. But I'm going to start doing this, like Fruity Pebbles. I'm going to mash in some Fruity Pebbles. Sour, what do you call those the little gummies? Sour gummy candy, Sour Kids. I'm going to make some beers with that. Maple syrup beer, things like that. I'm going to do it in my smaller 1 gallon BIAB because it might turn out like tasting like hell, and I don't want to have full 5 gallons. So this will work good for that. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're new so you can get up to date. Any videos I put out in regards to this. And that's what I got, guys. Any questions, reach out. If you're new to brewing, I have a beginner brewers bootcamp I give away for free. Links in the description. And I also, if you're moving into all grain, then I also give away my top 5 personal best-selling recipes from my brew pub. You can pick those up, links in the description also. One thing you got to keep in mind, clearly, my recipes are 5 gallon. This is 1 gallon, so you're going to have to use like a brewer's best. You could actually, this is make beer easy, just it's 1/5 is what a lot of times the ingredients will be, but not always. So brewer's best is a good way you can put in a recipe, and then you can actually just downsize, and it'll automatically downsize it correctly for you. But I'll be having, obviously, I'll be giving away 1 gallon BIAB recipes as I'm brewing these, so you can stay tuned and just use my recipes I'm going to be giving you. That's what I got, guys. Big Robb, well, he gone.